Day 27 is complete, and I'm really pleased with today's work. There was, it was interesting. There was an odd sense of comedy that came about in the discovery of uh, the body scene. It's a little bit of morbid humor that got thrown in there. I felt really bad, but I had quite the laugh at it. I thought it was really, really funny. And I have the character. Keith thinks it's really funny too, but then he feels really bad about it. Keith is really mimicking me in this scenario. It's like, come on, dude. This is supposed to be a really serious moment. But it's just like, I went there, and totally, I might take that moment out in a future version, in like a finalized version that I'm really, really comfortable with. But for now, I like that moment. I like that moment quite a bit. And then there was a scene that I started where the pastor comes over talking to the parents because he was asked to ID the body because the parents just couldn't handle it. He goes over and he says, very gently tells them that their child has passed away, and the mother can't handle the news. She's convinced that he's going to come home soon. Like she's pretty much gone nutty. And watching, not watching, but reading how the husband is dealing with it and how he feels like he can't really properly deal with it because if he did, he wouldn't be able to take care of his spouse. And that scene's not fully done yet, but it's quite the scene. I've been really happy with it. What's been interesting is that, in the chapter 3, I was able to have really long scenes, which lasted well over 1,000 words. Chapter 4 and 5 were pretty consistent, about 1,000 words a scene. Chapter 1 was the one that had the most scenes, which really I was getting into the swing of things. And what's been interesting is that this chapter mimics chapter 1 quite a bit. I think stepping into the second phase, the second part, the second act, if you will, of the novel, I'm having a little bit of difficulty finding exactly what it is. And so this might be another portion that gets rewritten quite a bit. I don't know how much I'm going to rewrite the first chapter. Maybe not much at all, but I might trim a lot. Chapter 6, though, I think it's okay that it's been this way. I want the funeral to be quite long. I think I can make the funeral quite long as well. I did a giant funeral scene at the end of Fallen Leaves year 3. So I know I can do a funeral scene for this as well. It needs to be different than that. That's going to be difficult for me because part of me just wants to steal what I did for Fallen Leaves. But the thing that I did for Fallen Leaves was so special. I thought it was so wonderful. I really, really love that chapter. I think that's the best chapter of Fallen Leaves to date. And the Gator's an entirely different beast. It's extremely different. And it's surprising how easy it's been able to make it this long so far. This is 27,000 words. I mean, it's hard enough getting 18,000 out of Fallen Leaves, but I wasn't all that disciplined with it. But there is something to be said of it might be the Fallen Leaves chapters might be better because they took longer. And I was very meticulous in how I was crafting those scenes. This is really, I'm just powerhousing, just really pressing to get through it. And it's been very successful in being, I don't know. What's the word? Committed, maybe? But yeah, So, anyways, still searching for a job. Was able to apply to a couple more jobs today. I'm feeling more confident about that today, though, and I have a renewed hope that it will happen before the end of the year. Um, and anyways, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Another 1,000 words. I'll have to do it early tomorrow. I have a special movie screening tomorrow night. Okay, yeah, definitely need to do it early tomorrow. Anyways, remember the mantra, the Gator. It's exactly what you think it is.